Hello. Have you been wondering whether you should read the Bible or even which book to read and where to start, what to do before you read that book in the Bible? Let me share with you a few things I wish I knew before I started reading the Bible, and then I'll share with you what to do before you start reading a book in the Bible. Let's start with me telling you the things that I wish I knew before I started reading the Bible. One is you will not understand everything, and that is okay. Because some of these things have very deep and spiritual understanding, and they're not for our human bodies, and that's fine. But I really recommend that you seek the Lord and the Holy Spirit to guide you so you can understand better. But it's okay if you don't understand everything, just seek God's wisdom and knowledge. Then, two is I wish I knew that the way the books in the Bible, the way they are, is not how they were chronologically written. To me, that was like a mind blow. Like, how? I thought that's how they were written. No, they were not chronologically written like that. Like the book of Acts was written way after the book of Thessalonians. So things like that, but that's okay. Here I am to tell you. Then the other thing I wish I knew is that seeking the Holy Spirit while reading the Bible is very, very important to help you interpret, understand, and just give you those little nuggets of like wisdom and knowledge, and also to show you what the Lord is teaching you or wants you to learn from a certain passage or verse in the Bible. So seeking the Holy Spirit is very, very important. I really wish I knew that from the start of reading my Bible. Then also the other thing that I wish I knew is that all that is written in the Bible is not everything that happened. So I recently finished reading the book of John, the Gospel according to John, and I realized at the end of the book, it's chapter 21, verse 25, it says all these things, all the things that Jesus did are not written in the book. Because if there was everything written, then the world couldn't comprehend it, and I don't think that would be a book for us to read every day. Like, it's a lot. So I wish I knew that, because I thought, oh, this is most of like what Jesus did. But I feel like God picked out the few bits and pieces that he really wanted us to know, to encourage us, to help us in our Christian walk. Then let me tell you the things to do before reading a book in the Bible. You're excited, you're gonna start reading a book in the Bible, amazing. Beautiful idea. But where are you gonna start from, and how are you gonna do that? These are things to look out for when you're starting to read a book in the Bible. One is you should know the author of the book. Then two is, when was this book written? Because that helps you understand the different backgrounds, especially cultural. Like the Jews, was it a custom that this thing, like the Passover happened, or the Gentiles, things like that. It gives you a better understanding of the book, and when you keep reading it, you realize, oh, this happened because of that. So knowing when it was written is also key to know. Then who and why was this book written? So the why is, why was it written, and to whom was it written to? So I'll give an example. The book of Thessalonians. I'm saying Thessalonians because I'm recently reading through the book of Thessalonians. I'm still in the first book. And it was written to the church in Thessalonica by Paul. So that gives you a better understanding. Okay, this is what the church was going through. He was greeting them and telling them how good they were. So things like that. It gives you a better understanding and a deeper knowledge about the book also. Then the intent of the book. When the author was writing this book with the Holy Spirit, what was the intent? Was it for love, for peace, to teach the church how to resolve issues, to teach the church how to love others? So what was the intent of the book? Now that you know the intent, it is very key for you as a Christian to know that it was written then, but what does God want me to learn from this book? So before you start reading a book in the Bible, those are like my major key points. Knowing the intent, I'll say, like if the book was written, like Timothy, it was written to a church to tell them how the church would be run, the elders and the deacons. What is that teaching you? A healthy church, what to look out for in a good biblical church. So things like that. You as a Christian, does the intent of the book, how does it guide you through in your Christian life? So let me show you through my Bible study. My study Bible, what a study Bible looks like and how it talks about all these different things. So this is my study Bible, and let me show you why it is important to have a study Bible while you're starting to read a book in the Bible. So this is the Word for Today Bible by the late Chuck Smith, and I love that it gives you different opportunities to learn the concordancy, the cross references, the maps, explanation of monies, and all these different things, keynotes on verses and word and tones. So if you can find one, that will be amazing. So before you start reading a book in the Bible, it is important that you can see, like that shows you the author, it shows you the date of the writing, 1st century AD, the type of the book, it's a gospel. So like there's letters and epistles, but this is the gospel. Then the theme, it shows you the deity of Jesus Christ. And I like how it tells you the Gospel of John is quite different than the other 3 Gospels, which are collectively called the Synoptic Gospels. John's Gospel was written much later than the other 3, probably around AD 90. So that gives you a different understanding of after Jesus' death. It shows you 90 years. So you can tell and also learn better about that. Then it says John wrote it so people could understand and believe Jesus, who Jesus is, the Messiah and God in the flesh. And this awareness would lead to one abundant life. So it is very important to know all these different things and guide you through and give you a better understanding of what you should look out for in the book. What is their theme? What am I learning? What is God teaching me through this book? That is why it is important to find a great study Bible to guide you through your study if you decide to read a book in the Bible. And you don't have to get the same exact one, but there's many on the market all around that you can find a study Bible. And if you enjoyed this, feel free to share it with all your friends. Tell them to come and subscribe, like and comment, and see you next time.